Hello! This video was made in order to give you a brief explanation about how to install the video conference equipment you will be using for the remote class sessions in the program International Leaders. Let's start. Inside the box that you received from Monterey Tech, there is a video conference equipment with the following: Cisco Telepresence TRC6 remote control with two AAA batteries, Cisco Telepresence SX10 Cisco, Telepresence Table Microphone 20, HDMI monitor cable, power adapter and power cable, UTP cable, UTP extra cable, VESA screen mounting kit, speaker mini plug to mini plug audio cable, speaker mini plug to RCA audio cable, HDMI DVI video adapter for computer monitor. Now that you know all the equipment, let's start with checking up to know if you have the right conditions to start your class. Before the equipment installation, you will need to have the following: one video device with at least one digital input and built-in or external speakers. An example is an HD TV with an HDMI input. 2. A modem with at least an available wire port for UTP network cable. 3. Internet speed with at least 2 Mbps, megabits per second. For upload transmitting, your internet contract must state at least the speed required. We are ready to start with the process, as there are several options to connect the video conference equipment. We will show you all of them. Using the Cisco SX10, there are different ways to get the audio and video signal from video conference equipment. You need to identify which option is the easiest for you according to the video device you have for the conference. You can use 1. A high-definition television with an HDMI input. 2. A digital monitor computer with an HDMI or DVI input. 3. A digital video projector with an HDMI or DVI input. What is the difference of all those options? It is the way you can get the audio signal. Let's know a bit more about each one. Using high-definition television with HDMI input. To install the video conference equipment using a high-definition television with HDMI input, you must follow the next steps. First of all, you need to identify the mounting part VESA screen mounting kit. In the kit, you will receive 2 pairs of screws and circular nuts. Once you identify all the parts in the kit, please locate on the rear part of the TV the standard holes provided to put the mounting screws. You need to put only 2 screws according to the size of the holes to start the mounting. Now identify the mounting structure like the image. You must assemble it like scissors, using for joining one part with the other at this screw in order to tighten on top. The video conference equipment has a metallic base used for table allocation. In order to use the video conference equipment with a TV mounting, it will be necessary to take the metallic base off in order to join to the VESA screen mounting kit. Once the metallic structure is unattached of the video conference equipment, screw the VC equipment to the extreme of the VESA screen mounting kit, like you can see on the video. After you mount the camera, bend the extreme part of the VESA screen mounting kit, where you just screw the video conference equipment, as shown in the image. Now take the nuts to place the VESA screen mounting kit over the screws on the high-definition television. Turn the nuts until the VESA screen mounting kit is well attached. Once finished the mounting of the VESA screen mounting kit with the video conference equipment, you will see something like this image. Connecting the video conference equipment to a high-definition television. First of all, connect the HDMI cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Once this is done, connect the other extreme of HDMI, the cable, in a free HDMI input of your high-definition television, and remember the HDMI input you use when you select the input with your remote control or selector buttons in your television. As a next step, connect the UTP cable provided on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Now connect the other extreme of the UTP cable to your internet modem. Remember the UTP extra cable provided as the length you reported to your academic coordinator depending the distance between the video conference equipment and the place of internet modem. Now connect the telepresence stable microphones cable in the white hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. As a next step, connect the plug of power adapter in the video conference equipment. And as a last step, connect power cord to the electric outlet. Now you have concluded all the cable installation for this way of getting video and audio signal from conference equipment using a high-definition television. Using a small high-definition television with HDMI input. Now, to install the video conference equipment using a small high-definition television with HDMI input, it's important to take into consideration some aspects as shown next. The video conference equipment has a metallic base attached with a screw to use it over a table. If at the moment you open the video conference equipment box, this metallic base is not attached to the equipment, please do it as is shown next. The metallic base should be attached as you see on this image. First, connect the UTP cable on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Now connect the other extreme of the UTP cable to your internet modem. Remember the UTP extra cable provided as the length you reported to your academic coordinator depending on the distance between the video conference equipment and the place where the internet modem is. Connect the HDMI cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Once this is done, connect the other extreme of the cable on a free HDMI input of your small high-definition television. Remember the HDMI input you use at the moment of selecting the input with your remote control television. Now connect the telepresence stable microphone 20 in the white hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. As a next step, connect the plug of power adapter in the video conference equipment. Connect power cord to the electric outlet. Now you are ready to use the video conference equipment with a small high-definition television. You can use a few books in order to lift the video conference equipment to a convenient height of the camera shoot. This is for your comfort and better experience in your video conference class. Using a digital monitor computer with HDMI or DVI input. To use a digital monitor computer with HDMI or DVI input, it is necessary to take into account some important aspects and steps. Let's know them. First, you need to have speakers, the ones used for PC computers, and all the contemporary cables to connect the audio from the video conference equipment. Remember, almost all PC monitors do not have internal speaker built in, and that's why all these cables will be necessary. Connect the HDMI cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Once this is done, connect the other extreme of the HDMI cable on one HDMI input of your digital computer monitor. Most of the computer monitors do not have a HDMI input. If this is your case, you can use the DVI input converter included in your box in order to connect the HDMI cable to the DVI input of your computer monitor. This DVI HDMI converter is provided in the kit you have received. And as you can see in the video, it has a short cable for flexible connections. As a next step, connect the UTP cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Now connect the other extreme of the UTP cable to your internet modem. Remember, the UTP extra cable provided as the length you reported to your academic coordinator depending on the distance between the video conference equipment and the place where the internet modem is. Now connect the telepresence stable microphone 20 in the white hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. As a next step, connect the audio cable. If your speakers have a mini plug input, then choose and get from the box the mini plug to mini plug audio cable. Take one extreme of this cable and plug the connector on the black hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Take the other end of the mini plug cable and connect it in the mini plug input of your video speakers. On the other hand, if you have computer speakers with RCA inputs, line inputs, identify the cable mini plug to RCA, black cable provided in your box, and then connect it from the video conference equipment to the speakers. Take the mini plug connector and connect it on the black hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Take the other extreme, the one with the RCA connectors, and connect them to the speaker's line input. As a final step, connect the plug of power adapter in the video conference equipment. And then connect the power cord to the electric outlet. Now you are ready to use the video conference equipment with a digital computer monitor and computer speakers. You can use a few books to lift the video conference equipment to a convenient height for your comfort and better experience in your video conference class. Using a digital video projector with HDMI or DVI input. Using a digital video projector with HDMI or DVI input, it is necessary to take into consideration some important aspects in order to do it right. First of all, you need to have ready the computer or stand-alone speakers and the necessary cables provided in the box in order to connect the audio and video signals from the video conference equipment. Remember, most of the video projectors do not have internal speakers and it will be necessary to get some external. Connect the HDMI cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Once this is done, connect the other extreme of the HDMI cable to the HDMI input of your projector. If the projector doesn't have a HDMI input, you can use the DVI input using the DVI HDMI converter provided inside the box with the installation kit. Connect the UTP cable in the rear part of the video conference equipment. Now connect the other extreme of the UTP cable to your internet modem. Remember the UTP extra cable provided as the length you reported to your academic coordinator depending on the distance between the video conference equipment and the place where the internet modem is. Now connect the telepresence stable microphone 20 in the white hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. As next step, connect the audio cable. If your speaker have a mini plug inputs, there will be necessary to take the mini plug to mini plug audio cable. Take the mini plug connector and plug it on the black hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Take the other end of the mini plug cable and connect it on the plug input of your computer speakers. If you have speakers with RCA inputs, line inputs, identify the cable mini plug to RCA and then connect it from the video conference equipment to the speakers. Take the mini plug connector and plug it on the black hole located on the rear part of the video conference equipment. Take the other end, the one that has the RCA connectors, and connect them to the speaker's line input. As a final step, connect the plug of power adapter in the video conference equipment. Connect the power cord to the electric outlet. Now you are ready to use the video conference equipment with a projector and speakers. How to start a video conference? It is important to know all the main keys of the video conference equipment remote control. volume control key, enter key, circular keypad to move between menu options, return key, mute key, green key to make a call after you put the desired number, red key to hang up the call, and the numeric keypad. That's all about the remote control you need to know in order to start a video conference. Let's do it! Connect the power cord to the electric power outlet and select the HDMI input you use to connect the HDMI cable to your video device, HD TV or monitor. In about 100 seconds, the screen will show the Cisco logo. That means the initialization process is getting ready. In 30 more seconds, the final screen will appear. It is a blue screen with a clock showing the time. The screen shows different icons, 2 at the top corners and 1 more at the central bottom. These icons are commands for the equipment. In order to move around the different commands shown in the screen, move the selection using the circular keypad. Bring the selector to the optional call, represented with an icon phone handset. Then, it will be necessary to press the OK key. Immediately will appear a window in the right part of the screen. You will see it in an empty space for entering the numbers. You will have 2 options to dial to the desired number. The first one is entering the service number directly with the remote control. The second option is moving with the circular keypad to an empty box and press Enter. Immediately will appear a keypad on the screen. You can surf between its letters and options. If you select the numeric keypad, you can dial the service number we will provide you in order to connect the video conference class in the Monterey Tech. For example, you can dial 6020 with the numeric keypad and then select to the letters keypad and dial the domain at itesm.vc. Examples of this could be 6020@itesm.vc or 888-887-601@itesm.vc. To complete the call, will be necessary to move with the arrows for the circular keypad to the option call, marked in a green box, and then press the OK key. You will notice the call is complete when the screen is showing you the video of the other end of the video conference call. Now it's time to know the way you can correct the image and the transmission of the local camera. During a call, you will see this option on a little image box. If you are not in a call, you will see this option full screen. In order to move the camera, you need to move around using the arrows. Circular keypad to the right corner above. You will see the camera icon. Press the Enter key to select this option. Then, it will appear a window with the legend Camera Control. Select with the arrows the camera image and then press the Enter key. When this is done, it will appear a window containing the arrow options to move the camera. You can adjust the camera moving to the right or left using the arrows in the keypad. As well, you can move the camera up or down with the arrows. In order to have a closer image of you, please move the camera using the remote control with the volume key that you can adjust to make a close-up or zoom out of the image of you. In order to exit the control camera option, just press the key return until you have closed all the pop-up windows. To finish the video conference call, move the arrows in the circular keypad to activate the menu. After that, it will appear a small red box with the word End at the center bottom of the screen. You can select it with the arrows and then press the Enter key to finish the call. We hope this video will help you to set your video conference equipment for the installation and basic use. If you have further doubts or questions about the main functions of the video conference equipment, Cisco SX10, we highly recommend you to consult the vendor's manual in the next internet web page. Thank you.